Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we're taking a look at our equations and inequalities review, and let's get going. Number 1, solve the following equation for r. You can distribute, into my parentheses here, and I get negative 2 minus 10r equals 22 minus 2r. Alright, from here, we're looking to get all the r's on one side. I'm going to add 10r to both sides, which gives me negative 2 equals 22 plus 8r. Negative 2 plus 10 gives me positive 8. Subtract 22 over. Negative 24 equals 8r. Divide by 8. And I get r equals negative 3. Okay? So again, just distribute, get things on one side, good to go. Okay, on number 2. So, which of the following graphs represents the solution to the equal system equations? You want to get y by itself. For my top one, I can subtract 3x over. Boom. Okay. My bottom one, subtract 3x over. I get negative y equals negative 3x plus 2. But I don't want that negative out front, so I can divide everything through by negative 1. So y equals positive 3x minus 2. Now that you have them both, I can go to my graphing calculator, hit the y equals button in the top left hand corner, and I'm going to type each of these in. Negative 3x plus 4. And the other one is 3x minus 2. If I hit graph, here's my graph. All I'm doing is I'm playing a match game. It's not this one. No, no, bingo. Okay? So, just get y by itself. Use your graphing calculator to help out. Number 3, solve for x in the systems of equations below. You can multiply. I'm trying to get x. Okay, solve for x. So we need to cancel out the y's. So between 2 and 5, the LCM is 10. I'm going to multiply my top equation by 5 and my bottom equation by 2, but instead of a positive 2, I'm going to do a negative 2 so that they're different signs. Okay, check this out. 15x minus 10y equals 10. Down low, negative 10x plus 10y equals 20, or negative 20. Alright, 15x minus 10x gives me 5x. Good news here, my y's cancel out. 10 minus 20 is negative 10. Divide everything by 5. X equals negative 2. Now I know the question asks you to solve for x, so that's what you're looking for. If it were to ask you for y, you'd plug it back into one of these equations. Let's go with the top one. 3 times negative 2 minus 2y equals 2. Negative 6 minus 2y equals 2. Add 2 over. Add 6 over. Y equals negative 4. Okay? So, just make sure you're checking out what the equation's asking you for. Number 4, solve the systems of equations. I think this way is probably your best bet. I'm trying to get something to cancel out. You could cancel out the y's, but I'm going to just cancel out my x's. Multiply the bottom equation by negative 5x. Y equals 5x minus 8. Down low, negative 5y equals negative 5x minus 20. Negative 4y. Okay, I know I'm going a little fast, but if you need to, please pause the video. 1 minus 5 gives me negative 4. 5 minus 5 cancels out. Negative 8 minus 20 gives me negative 28. Divide both sides by negative 4. Y equals 7. Cool. Now, pick an equation to plug it back into. I'm going to pick the bottom one because it looks way easier. Instead of a y, I'm going to put a 7 in. So 7 equals x plus 4. Subtract 4, subtract 4. 3, 7. Final answer. Okay? Cool. Number 5, solve the following compound inequality. Alright, if you see it broken up like this, cover up the one side. I'm solving this first. Subtract 6, subtract 6. Negative 4x is less than 32. Divide both sides by negative 4. When you divide by a negative, this inequality sign flips. Okay. Good so far. Cover up your other side. Subtract 7 from both sides. 4x is less than or equal to 12. Divide by 4. Please note I'm dividing by a positive 4, so my inequality sign stays the same. Alright, so I'm greater than negative 8 and less than or equal to 3. So here's negative 8, here's positive 3, it's everything in the middle. Okay, it is going to be multiple choice questions, so you just have to know how the graph would look if it was asking for the graph. Okay? Very nice. On the back. That was an and, here's an or. They should be splitting up. Cover up the one side, subtract 9. 7x is less than or equal to negative 21. Divide by 7. X is less than or equal to negative 3. Over here, cover up my other side, add 12 to both sides. 4x is greater than 36. Divide by 4, x is greater than 9. Okay? If I was to ask you to graph it, it's less than or equal to negative 3 or greater than 9. Please keep in mind open and closed circles and what they should be respectively. Which ordered pair is the solution to the systems of inequalities below? Alright, each of these is an xy. xy, xy, xy. All you are doing is plugging them into these inequalities. Now, check this one out. X is less than 4. Here are all my x values. 0, negative 2, 2. They're all less than 4. But 4 is not less than 4. So you can cross that one off right away. Down to these three. Now I'm only looking at the top one. Negative 1 goes in for y. Less than 2 times 0 minus 1. Is negative 1 less than negative 1? No, it's equal to it. Next one. Plugging in the y in for y. Less than 2 times negative 2 minus 1. Negative 1 is less than negative 5. Is that true? No. Negative 1 is greater than negative 5. Think about the number line. Obviously this means this is the correct one, but just to show you guys, 1 is less than 2 times 2 minus 1. 1 is less than 3. That's true. We're in business. Okay? All's well. Number 8. Solve and graph the following compound inequalities. Same idea. Cover them up. Subtract 13 from both sides. 4x is less than or equal to negative 20. I'm dividing by a positive 4, so it does not flip. Over here, subtract 9. Negative x is less than negative 2. Divide by negative 1. Now I'm dividing by negative 1, so my inequality sign flips. Alright, so I'm less than or equal to negative 5. I'm also greater than 2. Okay, there's your graph for it. Number 9 is the one that we went over a bunch in class. Alright, but again, just some extra practice with it. Get the absolute value by itself. Subtract 1, subtract 1. 2 plus x is less than 4. Now, I need to make two inequalities up. The first one is exactly as you see it. Okay? The second one is the same thing first, but then I flip the inequality sign and flip the sign for my number at the end. Let's just solve them both. X is less than 2. X is greater than negative 6. So how that would look graphing it. Less than 2, greater than negative 6. Everything in the middle. Remember, less than and greater than, greater or. Okay. Final one for the multiple choice. Blade Z manufactures roller blades. The production facility has a fixed cost of $600 a day. That right there, that fixed cost means it's a constant plus 600 on the end of your equation. Okay, so right away, if you just can read this, plus 600 a day, that's a fixed cost, I can get rid of this one and that one, which includes a fixed cost of 4,600. So the total production cost is 4,600 at an output of 100 pairs of skates per day. So if I plug 100 in for X, I should get 4,600. So check out down here. Okay, if I plug in a 100 for X for the first one, I'm going to get 4,900. That's not what I want. But down here, if I plug it in, I get my 4,600. Okay. That's all we're doing. You're plugging in this value, the output, and you're trying to get this you're plugging in the input, which is the 100, for your output of 4600. Okay? Awesome. All right. On to the open response. Peter Parker is selling a car on Craigslist. There is a 5% sales tax plus $2.50 shipping fee for every mile the car is to be shipped. The equation P equals 7,500, 1.05 plus 2.5 m is used to calculate the payment owed by his customers. Identify what each variable number in each equation represents. Well, here, everything represents something. The P is your total cost. Okay? The 7,500 is going to represent your price of the car price. The 1.05 represents sales tax. Says it right there for you. The 2.5 is the shipping fee. Per mile. And your M is number of miles. You're not solving anything there. All you're doing is you're plugging stuff in. Okay. You are selling tickets at a high school football game. Student tickets cost $3 and general admission tickets cost $4. You sell 1,075 tickets and collect $3,875. So 3x plus 4y, the money and the money equals the money, 3,875. My second equation is just the x plus y equals 1,075. Okay, now that will get you half the points there. How many of each type ticket did you sell? Solve either using elimination or substitution. Show all the work. Okay, I'm going to multiply everything through by a -3 on the bottom. So up top stays the same. I get -3x minus -3y equals 1,075 times -3, -3,225. Cancels out, that's supposed to be a 3 there, not a 4. Y equals, okay, 3,875 minus 3,225, 650. So that's 650 general admission. Okay, and then find the other one. Let's just do x plus 650 equals 1,075. So 1,075 minus 650. X equals 425. Student tickets. Students. Okay? Great. See if I can try and get these last few in. Solve it and graph number line below. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 11 over. Divide. Oop, that's -14, my bad. Oh man, sorry, my apologies, trying to go too fast. -11, -11, -4x is greater than -8. Divide by a negative, the sign flips. Okay, I get 2. Or, add 2 over, multiply everything by 6, that cancels this out. Okay, so we're less than 2, and you're greater than or equal to 12. Okay. Explain whether you use open or closed circles or filled in. I would just write something like less than or greater than is open, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to is closed or filled in, however you want to look at it. Explain why you shade either between or away from circles, or means away. Okay. Good so far. Alright. Very last part. Hit the pause button for a second. Okay. The first graph is -3, and then your slope is down 2 over 1, dashed line. Everything below it. So it's everything, everything above it because it says greater than. So it's everything above this line. But you also want to be below your line y equals. So it's everything right in there. Okay? So that's about all the time we got. I got like 5 seconds left to say this. Good luck, everybody. We'll talk more about this later on. Okay? Good luck. We're all counting on you.